let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Uday Shah and I am from India, Mumbai. And since 25 years we've been doing the research on medical and spiritual science. We have an organization called Sai Karuna Mission. Even our YouTube channel name is the same, Sai Karuna Mission. Website also is same, saikarunamission.org. Very fortunately, after I stopped my medical practice, I was able to understand many of the incurable diseases, how to cure them, and how to make the patient totally free from all the illness and disease condition. Because in medical science we were made to understand that every person is into a disease condition because of the three things. One is the organism, bacteria, parasite, virus. Second is the psychosomatic issues, and third is the genetic issues. Is it right? But very fortunately, after doing lots of aura research, I did PhD in aura science, and after doing the research, I understood that behind every disease there is a cause which is called karma, and behind every disease again there is a cause that is called a psychosomatic, what we create in our mind. Now let me make you understand that how things happen in our day-to-day life. Yeah. Anyhow, so we have understood one thing, that 24/7 there are so many thoughts and there are so many emotions, and people are not aware that every thought creates an electric energy and every emotion creates a magnetic energy. Is it right? So when you breathe, when there is an inhalation and exhalation without an awareness, you are just flowing with those thoughts or flowing with those magnetic energy. Is it right? Suppose if thought is negative, what is going to flow from you? Negative. If there's a negative emotion, might be because for yourself or anyone else, X, Y, Z, definitely those negative emotions will flow, and that is called aura, that is called breeze. Is it right? So we expand and we contract with the electrical thoughts and magnetic energy, and we are never aware about that. Is it right? So when you are aware about it, you will understand that some fear has triggered, some insecurity has triggered, some ego, some jealousy, something has triggered, and that is actually creating a wrong vibration inside me and outside me. And inside means you are creating a disease, outside means you are attracting the people and circumstances. Is it clear? It's only two things. Suppose if you inhale with the fear, your root chakra, your Muladhara chakra, the energy center at the base will move in the low frequency. Normally it is 1.7 hertz frequency, but with the fear it will be 1.6, 1.5 hertz, and definitely there will be a contraction of muscles, there will be a contraction of blood cells, there will be a contraction of your pupil or dental region. Something will happen because your root chakra is disturbed, your Muladhara chakra is disturbed. And medically, I never understood that why people are suffering from the dental issues, from their ophthalmic eye issues. I never understood. But after learning, I understood in the energy science, in the aura science, that if the oscillations of the chakras are low, definitely we create lots of illness inside us. And if the oscillations are again, if they are fast, again there is the illness. Like if the throat chakra is low, there is hypothyroidism. If throat chakra is fast, it is hyperthyroidism. If the heart chakra is moving, oscillation is very low, hypotension. If the heart chakra is moving very fast, it's a hypertension. If the Manipur chakra, it's moving in the anti-clockwise direction, it will create constipation. If it is moving very fast, it will create a loose motion. It might create a hyperglycemia. So this science I was never understood, we never understood it medically. But now it's very crystal clear to us that whatever you breathe, inhalation and exhalation, you provide some energy to the different cellular activity, and at the same time you are taking those energy and you are throwing out in the universe. Now there is a law of the universe, whatever you throw it comes back. Is it clear? Whatever you throw in the universe, it is going to come back. Is it right? For example, we are celebrating the festival. Maybe Diwali festival, Christmas festival, whatever, Ganpati or Navaratri, whatever we are celebrating. What vibrations you are going to create? Positive vibrations, is it right? But think about maximum time when we are in such abroad countries where there is a money crisis, there is a competition, where there is a jealousy. What thoughts you are carrying with yourself? Is it right? Because you have left your home, you have left your country, and you're here, and all the time you are taking so much efforts, you're struggling so much. So definitely those unwanted thoughts and emotions are in large amount, and because of that, we are creating illness in ourselves. Now you are correcting only through the chemical medicines. You are not correcting through the energy science. You are correcting through the chemical science. Is it right? So it's very clear that if you want to become fit, if you want to become healthy, definitely you need to practice certain yoga, you need to practice meditation, you need to practice some healing modality, you need to practice some forgiveness techniques, so that you release unwanted stuff, you release all the toxins from the body and clutter from the mind. Is it right? And if you are aware with your breath, definitely you will disconnect from all unwanted things which you are carrying in day-to-day life. While you are cooking, if there are negative thoughts are there, what vibrations are going to be in the food stuff? Same vibrations. Is it right? Now one science I will make you understand. These are our 5 fingers, and these are called biosensors in our aura technology. 5 fingers. And people know there is a mudra science. Is it right? Many of people this is a mudra science, right? Now you know one thing very clearly, diamond doesn't suits everyone. Are you aware? Diamond suits or no? Why it doesn't suit? Give me answer. What is the science behind it? All the diamond merchant, they say keep 2-3 days with you and see if it suits you, you wear it, otherwise don't wear it. What is the reason? Yeah.
The energy that it gives out may not suit you.
Yeah, good. But that only I am asking, what is the science behind it? See, energy we understood. See, now I will make it very clearly. Diamond is related to Venus. Is it okay? Venus, what in Hindi we call Shukra. Is it right? Numerologically, Venus is 5 number. Suppose if in your astrological chart, there is no Shukra or low degree of the Shukra, or numerologically there is no 5 number in your birth date, definitely the Venus is weak. So definitely the diamond is not going to suit you. Is it right? My birthday is 14 November. So 1 plus 4 is 5. Is it right? So it suits me. My name is Uday. It is called Vrushab Rashi. So Rashi Swami Shukra. Again diamond suits me. Is it right? So this is this is a science of vibration. This is a science of energy, and people are not aware. They are just making mess of their life by wearing something wrong, keeping something wrong in their house. They are spoiling their vastu, they are spoiling their biochemistry, they are spoiling their meridians, they are spoiling their energy channels, they are spoiling their chakras oscillation. Only just by using unwanted stuff. Right? Like we are using this smartphone, watches. We are using iPhones or mobile phones, is it right? All the time this radiation keeps on harming our meridians, it harms our energy channels. So don't you think your vessels are going to get constricted and you will have a blood pressure? Is it right? So what we have to do, we have to heal all those things which are created by us, the negative things which are created by us, whether they are thoughts, emotions or gadgets, external things. We need to correct those things. The more you are simple, if you are wearing a synthetic clothes, again same thing is going to create a problem. Is it right? So this is the day-to-day life, even about the food substance I will tell you. What color of fruits you are eating, what colors of vegetables you are eating, whether you are eating raw, you are eating cooked food, again it matters a lot. Is it right? You are eating dry fruit or you are soaking the dry fruit and eating, again that's a different matter, because you are putting some water element into the dry fruit substance. And now 78% of your body is your water, so definitely you will have lots of good vibrations because of the soaked dry fruit. Is it right? Don't you think it's a simple science? You're cooking the food on your gas or microwave, whatever. Just all these fibers are burnt in this microwave or in this fire substance, is it right? So you think about it, whatever atomic molecular structure you're carrying from your childhood, is it the same with the growing age? Is it the same? No. So many degenerative changes, so many toxins are there, and you're not able to throw out of your body. So don't you think you are only creating the disease in your life? Is it right? But because of this cosmopolitan city or this environmental, definitely there are lots of things which we cannot correct it. Like I stay in Mumbai, you know how the Mumbai life is there. It's totally mechanical and all the time people are running like a watch, right? But at the same time I understood, if I relax for a few minutes, if I meditate, if I do some type of pranayam, kapalbhati, anulom vilom, whatever I can do in my life in between intermittent time, definitely it will regenerate my energy. It's a simple science. So in 1998, when I learned pranic healing, I started practicing pranic healing and I became very sensitive to energy. I understood about the chakras oscillation and energy is good or bad. But I was not able to correct it holistically. Then I came into Reiki part. Then I came into Karuna Reiki. Then I learned so many Vastu, astrology, numerology, graphology, so many sciences I learned. And now it's very easy for me to understand that where is the energy disturbed and how to correct those energies. And through the aura science, we are easily able to make people understand that this is your liver is with anger, with a low frequency. You need to heal your liver, not cure through any medicine. You did not go through any infiltration surgeries. Is it right? You did not remove any. Don't go for transplantation or nothing. Is it right? If there is a kidney issue, if the osmotic pressure is low, if the necrotic cells, definitely you need some psychic surgery, you need some psychic healing, you need a mind correction, you need a mind reprogramming, you need a theta healing so that your kidneys will be normal. Because all your body parts, all your organs, all your hormones, all depends upon what you think, what you feel. Is it right? If you feel good, it's absolutely best. How much knowledge you carry, that is not important. How you feel at that moment is very important. Is it clear? So I always suggest parallelly do spiritual practice with your day-to-day life. Parallel, because you cannot control other people, you cannot correct environment, you cannot do anything outside your world, but you can correct everything inside your world. Is it right? Because you have your own channels. If you go through your past life regression therapy, if you go through your past life, you will understand whatever mistakes you have been doing in the past life, again you are carrying the same mistakes. It's a loop cycle, it's a pattern you have developed it. Is it right? The fear of past and anxiety of future is creating lots of problems. So we do past life regression to delete your fear. We do future life progression by deleting the anxiety from your side. Is it right? Now what remains is only the present life and the present moment. So don't you think you will live better life? If I am with you, if 100% I am with you, means I am in present. Nothing about the past, nothing about the future, I am just living my body. So all the cosmic energy which is flowing around me, I will be able to absorb it because I am in present moment. Is it right? But if I am thinking with my right brain about the past and left brain about the future, I will not be able to absorb the cosmic energy which is around me, the divine energy around me. God is sending the light, but I am not able to absorb it. Why? Because I am in stress, I am in tension, I am in depression, I am in fear, I am having some anxiety, so I am not able to absorb those things. Is it right? So what I suggest to you people, that just focus on your breath, be aware about your breath and see what you are carrying, what are your patterns you are carrying. Whether ancestral patterns you are carrying from your past life, you are carrying from your present life trauma, what you are carrying, please try to delete those things. They are not going to help in the present life and none of them are going to help in your future life. Is it right? Whatever unwanted stuff you are carrying, because at the end of the day, you should have a peaceful sleep. Is it right? Early morning, you should be fresh. Your GIT tract, your stomach the bowel should be very clean. Is it right? Your menstrual cycle should be very regular. Your hormonal activity should be in tuning with your tissues and your cellular activity. Is it right? But it is not happening. Why not happening? Because we are in disharmony. We are not tuned with the cosmic energy. Right? So definitely, according to the psychological research, there are 60,000 thoughts daily coming in our mind, and 54,000, the 90% are negative thoughts. So don't you think you need to delete those 90% negative thoughts? If you don't delete, the neurotransmissions will go. They will just flow with your body, your neurons, and definitely it will damage some of your tissues or your cells. Some may have a ulcer, some may have a tumor, some may have a stone in the body. Why? Because those unwanted stuff, they are not thrown out of the body, they are holded in the body. Is it right? So why go for PET scan and why go for the surgery part? It's only the palliation. It's a temporary result you are getting it. Why to take the medicines just to suppress your blood pressure and sugar level and cholesterol level? Why you are doing that? But instead of that, if you put your 15 minutes or 30 minutes in your spiritual practice, I think so you will be normal forever. Is it right? Jogging will help you. Breath meditation, the awareness of breath meditation will help you. Zumba will help you. Is it right? Meditations with alpha level, theta level, delta level is going to help you. The forgiveness meditation, Ho'oponopono will help you. There are so many, EFT will help you. So many, there are different modalities, therapies are there. But we have never put our mind into those things. Why? We are just back of the medical science that just give me the medicine, give me the correct through the surgical system, and just throw the disease condition out of my body, which is not possible. You need to put your efforts. Because you have created the disease, you have to put the efforts. You have broken the laws of nature, you have broken the laws of body, you have broken the laws of universe, you have broken those dharmas, and you have created the karmas. Is it right? So who is going to correct? Whether you correct in this life or next life, the soul is going to carry the same information. So through the past life regression therapy, I had seen people getting very easily cured. Why? Because all those unwanted things which we are carrying from the past life, which we are not able to understand and which we are not able to release them and relive it, definitely it is going to help you. Your body is relaxed, your mind is relaxed, the soul will speak through the heart, your emotions, what you are carrying. Now there are so many suppressions, so many false facial expressions we are creating in our day-to-day life, just to show the people we are happy. We are taking selfies and we are putting everything on our social medias and status. Inside we are just crying, but outside we are just smiling. Don't you think that is also creating a disease in you? There is no nature and there is no natural expression. So when you practice spirituality, you will be very natural. You will be very simple, you will be very humble, you will be very kind, you will be very compassionate. Right? You will be able to understand the perception of other people. Now we are not able to understand. You have restricted yourself that what I think this is right, what I think that is wrong. But world has never started with you and it is not going to end with you. The family has not started with you, it is not going to end with you. Is it right? It's only the iCloud you are pulling the issues. There are so many negative electrons around you. 98% electrons are around you. You have only 2% of protons. So don't you think it's a very challenging life, what you are going through? Am I right? It's a so much challenging life. So by practicing the spirituality, you are creating the photons. And inside that photons, there are so many protons. And when you use those protons, the negative electrons will become neutrons. And when it's a neutron, means you're neutral, you're natural. Now is it clear? This is a quantum science. And people have never understood that. What electrons you're carrying, that is the anger. The electrons you're carrying, that's a fear. The jealousy, it's an electron. Is it right? But when you practice spirituality with an awareness, all those protons and photons will definitely help you to bring you to neutrons. Be neutral. Live your life with neutrons. If you live your life with protons, you will be very irritated with the people carrying the electrons. Suppose if I am sitting in meditation, if someone is making some noise, don't you think I will get irritated? Is it right? So don't think that I want to be positive. Tell yourself I want to be neutral. This is a concept of oneness. When you are neutral, you will accept the people with polarity. You will accept the people with duality. And that is the real science. Because you are not God, goddesses. You are a human being. Am I right? So you need to be neutral. So whatever things are happening wrong around you, you will not going to react because you will be only an observant. You are not going to absorb anything, you will just observe everything. Is it right? And when you observe it with a neutral mind, don't you think you will be a non-judgmental person? Yeah? Your kids are doing something wrong. Your partner is doing something wrong. Your servant is doing something wrong. Your employee, they are doing something wrong. Is it right? Your neighbors, your relatives, they are doing something wrong around you. And every time you are putting your judgmental mind in that, don't you think you absorb their negative energy? That person will be free, but you will be affected because of them. And we have experienced this in pandemic time. During the COVID, we were absorbing their viruses. Is it right? Only with the social distance, we were able to keep our oxygen saturation very good. But the moment we started going near to the electron people, the virus affected people, we were absorbing their viruses and then we were COVID positive. Is it right? It applies to us 24/7, 365 days. In their aura, please don't try to enter in their space and don't try the people to enter in your space. So you need a protection shield around you. Is it right? I am wearing this type of crystals from last 26 years just for protection. It's a silicon dioxide. The same crystals we are using in iPhone, we are using in iPad, in laptop. That's why we are able to get the Wi-Fi's and networks. So it's a crystal science. Is it right? How I said about the mineral science, I said about the gemstone. Same thing are these crystals. The more you wear or you carry something pure, definitely it is going to help you. In my pocket, I am having so many Rudraksh. 1 mukhi Rudraksh, 5 mukhi, 7 mukhi, 8 mukhi. According to my astrological chart, I had taken those Rudraksh 20 years back. And I am holding in my hand during the spiritual practice, meditation or yoga. Those vibration of the Rudraksh, those fruits, the natural from the Shiva which has come, it is helping me to expand my aura. Don't you think this is more fruitful? Is it right? Just by carrying the apple, carrying the grapes, your aura becomes positive. Think about the Rudraksh, think about the crystals. Is it right? Think about the sound ball you're carrying with yourself. Lots of positive vibrations it is going to create. Right? But please be with the spiritual science. Don't be with your chemical science. Don't try to manipulate your body. Don't try to manipulate your energy. Don't try to manipulate your mind, thought and emotions. Let it be very natural. Very natural. But be with awareness, so you are not going to hurt anyone. It's not that you have to shout or you need to scream, you need to throw your emotion out. It's not that way. You need to be aware about what emotions you are carrying, why you are carrying. What is the message behind that emotion? What is the lesson I had to learn from those emotions? That is very important. Is it right? By fighting with anyone, creating a friction, it's only the fire element. But by understanding the emotions, you are with the air element. By accepting those emotions, you are with the ether element. Is it right? By invoking your God, goddesses and Guru, you are with the ether element. So definitely you will be having the enough wisdom to understand what are you going through. None of the medical doctor is going to understand your emotions. None of your family member is going to understand what you are going through. Is it right? Even you go through the breakups or divorces or you're a single parent, nothing is going to change your life. All those things you are holding here. You are holding here. Is it right? Just signing on the paper is not going to help you. Just telling verbally, consciously, yeah, I have done the breakup. I'm least bothered about you. But inside, there is again palpitation for that. The irritation is there. Don't you think you need healing for it? Those unhealed parts. Am I right? So please come forward, go through those spiritual practices. And we are lucky that in today's digital world, there are so many good YouTubes available, so many good lectures, talks are available. But they are only at a conscious level. Very rarely those are practical, you know. For practical session, we need to be in the aura of those people who are really practicing spirituality. Is it right? If you are in one-to-one past life regression therapy, for 1.5 to 2 hours, you will be having your expansion of your aura. You will remove all the clutters from your mind, remove all the unwanted emotions. That is a real treatment, not getting the saline or getting the dialysis. That is not going to help you. Is it right? Whatever guilt you are carrying, that is creating the kidney issue. And you are going to the dialysis is not going to remove the guilt. It will remove only the toxins from your kidney. I think you understand it. Is it right? By tapping all the ascitic fluids and all unwanted air element, the mnemonic patch, it is not going to help you. Removing the tumor, removing the cyst is not going to help you. But please try to understand the cause behind it through the aura scan, through the energy field detection. And if you remove the cause, there will be no effect. Is it right? You can go through this, all the what I am trying to make you understand, that you need to balance your energy, your masculine energy, your feminine energy, your yin energy, your yang energy, your surya nadi, your chandra nadi, your sodium, your potassium, everything should be balanced. Is it clear? And if it is a balanced, you are in oneness. Your breath is with your Sushumna nadi. It is not with the chandra nadi, it is not with the surya nadi. Is it clear? Your breath should be centralized. You are just aware what the things are happening around you, but you are least bothered. You know God is going to take care of everything. If someone has done wrong with you, God is going to punish. His own karma is going to punish. You did not think that I am going to expose him and I am just going to put him behind the bar and put him into trouble. Please don't take your unwanted effort. Don't put your energy in such type of circumstances. Is it clear? Let nature play its own role. So how I said about your Venus, the same thing is about the Saturn. Saturn is there to give the justice to everyone, and this is the year 2024 to give justice to everyone. If in this, before 31st of December, if you are into the spiritual practice, Saturn is going to help you. Is it right? Just don't try to hold out those unwanted stuff. Please release it, because next year it's a year of manifestation, 2025. But before the manifestation, you need to clear all your karmas. You need to justify your body. You need to justify your emotion. You need to justify your soul. And if you are really working on yourself, next year will be the best for you. Is it clear? So please work on yourself. Don't put your head in someone else's life. Don't enter in someone's aura. Because the more you enter in someone's aura, definitely you see how the negative energy you are absorbing and you are affected. That person is least bothered. Is it right? Person who's smoking is least bothered. He just want to throw the carbon dioxide during the exhalation. Who is going to get affected? Tell me. Exactly, that's the main thing. Is it clear? So we are the silent smoker. We don't carry the cigar in our hand. But even same thing we are doing. With all those dirty emotions and wrong negative thoughts, we are actually exhaling the smoke, the dust, the negative auric particles, and definitely you are responsible for this global warming. Few months back when I came to Dubai, I had seen the worst scenario of the rain, the waterlogging condition. Is it right? Don't you think artificially the element has been played over here since so many years? Who is going to suffer? We the human being who are staying nearby. We have silently created those things. They have actively done something wrong. But even we are equally responsible for it. So you need to heal your element. You need to heal your water element. You need to heal your sacral chakra. And if you do that, next time if there is a heavy rain, waterlogging is there, you are not going to suffer. Your car is not going to swim in the water. Is it clear? Because you have healed your water element. I go to Rishikesh every 3 to 4 months. I had done more than 107 visits over there, 105 visits in Rishikesh. I just heal my sacral chakra. I go to Banaras. I go to Allahabad. I go to 2 days back I was in Calcutta. Is it right? Why I am going there? I am trying to heal my different elements. I am trying to seek the forgiveness from Ma Kali. If I have done something wrong in my any tantra life, I am just seeking the forgiveness. We all must have done something wrong in our previous life. Just to learn those lessons, nothing wrong in it. Is it right? Like in how in childhood days we have done something wrong and parents were suffering because of us. Now kids are doing something wrong and we are suffering because of our child. Right? So same thing, we need to correct our DNA. If you don't correct, the next ancestral pattern will be carried forward. Our parents did only religious procedure. Now it's time for us to do a spiritual procedure and bring a new dimension. We need a clearance of our DNA, new genetic encoding patterns. Is it clear? So decode all those things which are unwanted. Understand whatever DNA you are carrying inside you, which are not useful for present life or future. Please try to heal with the delta healing, Karuna, Karma, Soul and DNA healing. Please try to learn psychic surgery, do the theta healing, and please clear unwanted stuff. And through your past life regression, understand what patterns you are carrying, which are unwanted in you. Is it right? So just don't go for investigation, medical investigation again and again and go to the same doctors or change to different doctors, gynecologists and different specialists just by chemical corrections and surgical correction. Nothing is going to help you. The real correction is you have to work, you have to witness and you have to sort it out, all those things which you are carrying in your subconscious mind and unconscious mind, which is very important. You know only the left brain, the conscious mind. That's only the 18%. You don't know anything about the 80% about your subconscious mind and unconscious mind. Unless you do a daily meditation or you do the regression. You do a self-realization process. And if you are not doing the self-realization process, how you will understand what you are carrying in your subconscious mind? Is it right? So this is what we always suggest. This is a complete Shiv Shakti. This is complete a mind, thought, emotional pattern which we have come to study in our present life. We are not here to study other people around us. We are not here to put our time, energy, efforts, money for other people. We are here to understand our soul journey. Is it clear? I had seen my 153 of my past life just to understand my soul journey. Is it clear? At least you go through the regression and see your 2-3 lives. What patterns you are carrying. What animal you were in your past life. I had seen myself. I was an owl in one life. I was eagle in one life. That's why I have a thermal vision. I can see the aura. I can see the chakras. and I am very focused. Whatever I have to do, I have to do because of eagle, and because of owl, I am having a thermal vision. If you have come from the cow, you will be a good healer. If you have come from the lion, you will always attack other people. Is it right? If you have come from the dog, always you will be suspicious. Always you will be a judgmental person. See, it's all depends upon what memories, what DNA we have carried from our past life. So don't you think you need to heal those imprints? Tell me honestly. You need to remove it from your blood stream, you need to remove it from your DNA, and that is what we have got a human life. Animal cannot do anything, plants cannot do anything. Even goddesses, they took a human birth and they corrected themselves and then they got enlightened and nirvana and moksha. Is it clear? So you can't think that no, I don't want next birth and I don't want to come back. You cannot halfway leave your soul journey. You need to complete it. Is it right? So please go through the spiritual activities, spiritual science, understand the thing. Where are you wrong? Think about your thought pattern. Think about your emotional pattern. Is it right? Don't open your mouth, because whatever you speak, you have to neutralize those words. Some or other day you have to neutralize those words. Is it right? Whatever emotions you are throwing, some or the other day you need to seek forgiveness from those people. You cannot skip from that. Is it clear? So I hope you have understood the science of energy, you have understood the science of aura. So I'll just stop the talk. If any questions from your side, you can ask me. After that we'll have a very short meditation. We'll be doing an aura expansion meditation, and I want you to heal yourself. I want you to heal your biological people who are connected in your present life. I want you to heal your all soul connected people. They may be in this country, they may be any around the world, but you need to heal those people, because we are living a parallel life, so many parallel lives we are living. So if you do something negative, they are going to get affected. If they do something negative, you are going to get affected. So you need to cut the cords from those parallel world, from those parallel people who are connected from our Manipur chakra. They are connected with our thoughts, we are connected to our DNA, ancestral, whatever. You need to cut the cords. Is it clear? So any question before I end my talk? I hope you have understood the science. As I said, I am very crystal. I am trying to protect myself, because all the time I am healing so many. Like today when I was in the flight, I was coming from Mumbai to Dubai. I could sense so many people around me with a negative energy. Few of them, they were having some spirits also. But anyhow, I can sense everything. But at the same time, because of the crystal and invocation and the white light healing symbols, light code languages I know, so I am protecting myself. So there is two parts in spirituality. One is an investigation part, that's an aura science, Akashic record, past life regression, dowsing, crystal ball gazing, astrology, numerology, graphology, all investigation science. There is other part, it is called therapy part, the treatment part. Is it right? Both of them we should be aware about it. Is it clear? And if you are aware about both the science, it's nothing wrong in it, because ultimately we are here to understand everything through energy only. You are not going to take anyone's blood sample. Is it right? You are not going to ask the people what is your birthday. You are not going to ask anyone, give me your signature, I want to see what type of graphology or signature you carry. But the vibes, what they are emitting and what you are absorbing, what you are feeling, what you are sensing, it is very important. So be sensitized to your energy, be sensitized to your aura. Don't be sensitized to people around you. Is it right? You may sense there is some extramarital affair going on, my kids are saying wrong, they are now addicted to smoking, they are addicted to alcohol, and they are lying, they are going with their friend circle, XYZ, whatever. Is it right? And now this money science is very important. This is the sixth element. Because of the money, people are doing many wrong things. Even we are doing wrong things, just because we need to live in this country, we need to maintain our all the EMIs and so many desires and this. But are you aware about what electrons you are carrying with those money? What energies you are pulling in your house? Those energies you are giving to your kids. So don't you think the black money is coming, black energy is going in your kids? And those are getting addicted to unwanted stuff. Is it right? You must be thinking that I am giving all the comfort to my kids. But it's not comfort. It's all those unwanted energies you are pulling from the universe, earning good money, giving them comfort. It's not positive energy. Is it right? So whether you download from the Akashic record or you do anything, ultimately the correction is very important. The transformation part is very important. Is it clear? What soul connections you are carrying with people around you, that you need to understand it. Don't blame anyone. The moment you blame someone means you are not ready to correct yourself. So never blame anyone, I tell you, honestly. Is it right? That's why you need a psychic surgery. You need a psychic surgery. I also belong to Jain family. I know all Samaik, Pratikam and everything, I do it. But those all religious activity you are doing, it's only a fire element. You are not going to add an ether element in any religious activity. So spiritual activity is air and ether. Religious activity is related to your earth. You are taking the forgiveness to the food. You are seeking the forgiveness. You are very emotional to the thing, that's a water element. Is it right? You are doing Havan, Yagna. You are using the fire element. But what about the air and ether? Where is a self-realization process? Where is a correction process? And where is a light code language? There is no light code language in any religion, honestly speaking. You need to go beyond religion. Religion is a discipline. It's a culture. We need to follow it. But at the same time, we need to understand our own soul journey also. Both the things have to be integrated. Both the things have to be parallelly followed it. Is it right? Yes? Yeah. Yeah.
So if suppose if I have a fight.
Yeah.
So I keep on telling him thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So I keep doing that.
Yes.
No moment to handle it.
Exactly. What next?
The thing is that again after some time.
Same thing is going to happen.
Yes.
That's why I said you need psychic surgery to break those patterns. You need to go to present life regression to break those patterns. Otherwise, everyone knows everything, but we are not able to handle we are not able to control the anger or hurt anyone or cheat anyone. We are not able to do it. Why? Because we are not breaking those patterns. We are repeating those loop cycles. Always go first for healing if you are going for past life regression. If you are going for present life regression or womb regression or money regression, then it's okay. Healing you can learn later on also. But if you are going for past life regression, this is a soul surgery. Before the soul surgery, you need to correct your energy. You need to understand. Like if someone says that you are suffering from cancer and the very next day say there is no treatment for the cancer, you will die with the depression that I am suffering from the disease which is incurable. Is it right? So please go through first soul healing, go through first DNA healing, then go for past life regression. Present life regression is very easy. Money regression or womb regression is very easy. If you want some changes in your kids, your daughter, your son, go for the womb regression. Because whatever 9 months during the pregnancy, whether it's the father or the mother, what it has given the informations to them, they are blindly playing with those information. It's the unwanted corrupted software which you have embedded in them. You need to withdraw those things. You need to correct those DNA informations so that they can live a happy life. Is it right? Maybe your belief what you have put in them, your negative experiences you have put in them. So definitely it has nothing to do for their journey. But because those unwanted things are there, they are not able to move in their life. Right? So any other question? Yeah. Yes.
Welcome to Dubai and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
My name is
Okay.
I just want to say one thing. In India, particularly in India, we
Yeah.
create Panchatattva, the
Yeah.
elements in our art.
Yeah.
And people are saying we can meditate through art.
Exactly.
So can you explain how can we meditate through the art? Because everyone.
Yeah. See, art is related to your right brain. And as I said that we have feelings, we have sensations, everything is related to the right brain. Is it right? So when you put your art outside, definitely you can sense what the thing, whether it's a drawing, it's a dance, it's a music, everything is related to your right brain. Left brain is only mathematical, it's only an analytical mind, it's only the calculation. Is it right? But everyone has some peculiar art in them, and that can put you into abundance. So bring those art out of your, art in me is a thermal vision. Is it right? And because of those thermal vision, I came into abundance. So everyone has to tap inside their right brain, what art you are carrying. Some may be best for cooking also, some may be in crafting, in designing. Is it right? Whether it's a male or female, God has given you something in your right brain, some art is there. And if you don't bring it out, your life is waste. It's totally waste. Because the whole life you have just calculated. This is profit, this is loss, this is profit, this is loss. But what about your creativity?
So how we can take it out?
You have to, through the healing, through the spiritual activity. There are different. You keep on attempting it. Something will come out. So many times in past life regression, we try to bring out the super genes activation. We do that super genes activation. We tap their right brain. We ask them, what is the talent you have brought in this life? And immediately they say, this is a talent. And after that, really they do it. The singing or whatever. It comes out really. Right? Yes, any other question? Yeah. As I said, it's a theta and delta level healing, On Saturday and Sunday, we are going to conduct the class just because many of the people have requested here for the past life regression. After the 10th July, the podcast when it was released, more than 1.8 billion people have approached us saying that we want to go through the past life regression. But I said, don't play with your soul. Don't play with your energy. First, understand either through the aura science or understand through your meditation, understand through the healing, and once you are sensitized to your own energy, definitely it is going to help you in the regression part. Is it right? As a medical doctor, we don't operate any patient without knowing his blood chemistry. What hemoglobin they carry, what cholesterol they carry, what sugar level they are carrying. Is it right? What blood pressure they are carrying. Everything we take a fitness from the MD medicine doctor, and then the surgery operates it. Is it right? So same way, we do the aura scan. In the aura scan, we think that person is eligible for regression, then only we do it. We don't just blindly do their regression. Otherwise, it is our responsibility to heal you for 21 days. We heal you so that unwanted things which has come on the surface shouldn't harm you. Is it right? Because it is going to dust, it is a dusting process, something is going to come out, whatever was suppressed in the present life or from your past life. So delta healing is very important, the soul healing is very important before the past life regression. Right?
So is it conducted here before doing the past life?
Yeah. Suppose what happens, many times during the regression or before regression, we do attunement, we do Shakti path of a delta healing. And immediately we perform the past life regression. And after regression, we teach them the healing, how to heal you for coming 21 days or 45 days. Because you have not only opened your past life, you have opened so many people's past life. So don't you think even those people will be in mess? Is it right? So you need to seek the permission, you need to seek the forgiveness. Sorry, I opened my past life and your also, and let us release each other. Let us cut the cord. So it's only the mental programming. It's not that verbally you have to tell to any person. Because no one is going to believe. And why someone is going to work for themselves if they don't know the science of regression or energy? Is it right? So like I had seen my 153 past life, and because of that you are here. If I wouldn't have opened my past life, I wouldn't have come here. I would have done my medical practice in Mumbai. Why would I have come in the Dubai and conducted? This is my 21st visit in Dubai. Only because I opened my past life, I understood in many of my life I was a Maulana, I was here only. So definitely those soul connections are there. Is it right? So I have to attend those people. I have to give the services to those people whose lives I have opened with my life. And because of that you are here. It's not that accidentally you have gone to the podcast or my videos. No, I have opened my past life. Same way Buddha had opened 646 past life. Mahavir had opened 513 past life. So every people, those enlightened people, they open their past life because the journey from transcendental to infinite soul level cannot occur without you clear your past life. You can reach to this old soul level, but not at the transcendental or infinite soul level unless you open your past life. So don't be in the myth that no, just by knowing everything I can attain nirvana, moksha. It is not going to happen. Is it clear? But now it is easy that there is some healing modality available. In previous life or in previous year, there was no such modality. So people have to torture themselves, like in Jainism, they torture their body. In Buddhism, they torture their mind through the Vipassana, through the Anapanasati, and through those pain, whatever they go through, they get the nirvana and they get the moksha. But now, I don't think people like you or me can go through all such torturing things. That's why there is a demand, there is a supply, and the light code language has come in this universe 30 years back through the pranic healing, Reiki healing, Karuna healing, and now we are able to practice and we can come out of those issues. Is it right? So this is an updated version of the religious science. Don't think that it is not mentioned in my books, in my mythology, in my religious encyclopedia. I cannot go through this thing. So whatever is new, how can you go through the old books? You cannot get those things. Is it right? You need to experience it, you need to learn it, you need to practice on your own. And then you see the difference in your life. You see the difference in your aura. Is it right? So any other question?
My name is Archana. First of all, I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
Blessed that we are listening to you.
Thank you very much.
This question occurs many times in my mind.
Yeah.
How do I know that I need a past life regression, and am I ready for it?
Everyone needs a past life regression. The second question, whether we are ready or no, that is very important. Every person needs a past life regression. Why we need past life regression? Because we need to accelerate our soul evolution. Everyone wants to evolve. We are stuck somewhere. Is it right? But if we are not eligible, then don't go for the past life regression. Go for more healing rather than going for the past life regression. Like for few years I was not eligible, so I did not go through any session. But when I thought internally, now I am ready, so I jumped into the past life regression.
It will come from inside.
Exactly, it will come from inside. Yes.
So I have seen many past life regressions on YouTube and all,
Yeah.
just basic information.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed by the thought that you will be doing a group regression.
Yeah.
How does that work? Because
That helps because it's a soul reunion. Because everyone, during the group regression, they invoke two angels. They invoke God, goddesses. They invoke deities. And because of those invocation of different photons, each other people they are helped. And the intention has been put that at the same time, those people should get connected and they should free each other. And they don't know that people are getting connected from London, Dubai, Canada, India, different part of the India. At the same session they are attending it, they are doing the forgiveness and they are freeing each other. It's a soul reunion, like after so many years, school reunion, college reunion is happening. This trend has come in last 10 years. The same thing, it's a soul reunion in regression. When we do a group recreation, so many people at the same time they attend and unknowingly they free each other. They don't know on the screen who is related to them and how they are related to each other. But when they seek forgiveness, they cut the cord, the people, I can see the change in their aura. Right? So this is what satsang, satsang means the same thing. People used to do bhajan, kirtan, in the native place. That is also part of recreation only. Like in Jainism, they do Samayik Pratikaman, they sit together. It's the same way. People, they don't know that how they are related to each other. Is it right? Yes?
So here we don't know anybody.
Yeah.
We come to know.
Yeah.
But we have come with our own package of family and friends.
Exactly.
We have a stronger connection, yes, that's the word. We
Perfect.
have a stronger connection with them. So we first actually definitely need to heal that simultaneously. Maybe here also we have some connections. So how do we put that into?
No, that's an intention. When you sit with the intention that I need to get rid from my biological family, from all the karmas I am carrying, because like in India I say that out of 140 CR population, why you met this husband, why you met this wife, why you met with this mother-in-law, sister-in-law, so definitely there is a strong connection, right? So with that intention you are sitting for the regression, but at the same time the people whom you don't know, even those people you are freeing them. You are forgiving them, you are cutting the cords with them. So it can help your present biological family because you are getting disconnected from your past life. So don't you think now you will give more 100% to your present life people? Is it right? Now your energy is distributed. It is connected to so many people and you are getting drained. You are shouting on your family member. And they say, I didn't do anything wrong, why you are shouting on me? Because some person is in pain, you are connected with those people and you are absorbing those pain and you are throwing on your biological family unknowingly. Haven't you experienced those things? Is it right? Those frustrations, those irritation, then you think, why I made the best of it? Why it created a big scenario? Things were so small. Is it right? But those things which you are carrying from somewhere outside, from your office, from your colleague, from your some other society, social activities, those things you are carrying and just you are emitting in your house. Because in the house, the same family members, auras, there is a friction between you and them. Right? So this is very important to disconnect from all those unwanted people with whom you are connected and you are not able to clear it, those things. Is it right?
How we can learn how to cut the cord with those?
That only we teach in healing modality. That's very important because without learning, how can it be possible? Like medicine people are taught only to give the medicine, but surgical people, they know how to cut the skin, subcutaneous muscles and blood vessels and neurons and everything, and how to close again. Again, closure is very important. People, they don't close from their past life. That's why they come in the present life again. And if you don't close in this life, again these people whom you are living with, they will come in your next life. Gender may be different, relation may be different, but those people will come again because the closure was not done perfectly. Is it right? Like surgeon, when they don't close it, the post-operative complication happens, the pus happens, the infection happens. Because the closure was not done properly with the surgeon. Is it right? So our relationship closure is important. Financial closure is important. The health disease closure is very important. Those open wound, unhealed part, those attract, those manifest, those expand and those creates a problem. Is it right?
So
Yes.
is it possible that I don't see any past life therapy, and does it mean that my session is not successful?
No. Whether you see or you don't see doesn't matter. Like in our medical science, we give general anesthesia, we give spinal anesthesia, and we give local anesthesia. Is it right? So when we give general anesthesia, you never understand whether surgery is done or not done. Is it right? But in local anesthesia or spinal anesthesia, you see, oh, the appendix is removed, the stone is removed, the fibroid is removed. But in all those cases, 3 different types of cases, the treatment is same, the result is same, the way is different. So don't feel bad if you don't see your past life. Ultimately, your intention is going to heal it. Whether you see or you don't see doesn't matter. Is it right? We have not seen our kidney, we have not seen our intestine, but still we are leaving it or not. Daily we are eating the food. Is it true? So don't be into that sense of the mind, no, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. Because there are 3 conditions where you are not going to see your past life. First condition, internally you are not ready. You have some doubt, you have a fear. Second condition, the connected souls are not ready to show you your past life. And third condition, the Guru, the God with whom the higher self is connected, they think you are not eligible. Without knowing, we have to heal you. Like we think that no, we cannot put him into local anesthesia and operate it. He will create some scenario, his blood pressure will shoot up. So we put him into general anesthesia. Is it right? So leave it on God, goddesses. Leave it on your Guru and your higher master. They know whether you are eligible or not eligible. That's very important. Right? But we have seen before, during and after aura science, that even people that don't see their past life, they heal everything well. That's important. Okay. Okay, so I think so many things are clear. I just request you to go through more of my YouTube channels, because there are more than 1500 talks we have been uploaded. So it is not going to waste your time. Anytime, whenever you are free, go through the small reels and short videos, or if you have good time, go for the long video, because such research videos are rarely available. I have gone through more than 127 different spiritual organizations. They are superb people, but they are very monotonous people. They are stuck to only one science, one meditation and one therapy or one treatment. But through our aura science, we have integrated so many different things. A holistic approach has been designed. Is it right? So whenever there is a 5 days retreat in India, we actually teach all those things what we have learned. So in India, if you are coming anytime, please come. For those, whether it's a Vrindavan or Rishikesh or Shirdi, wherever you can come. Because in Dubai, we do only for 2 days retreat. But in India, yeah, like recently 4 to 5 times I did in US and Canada, 5 days retreat, and people were so happy because they understood the whole science thoroughly. So initially we used to do a basic retreat, then we started advanced retreat, now we are doing PLR therapies retreat, we are doing aura science retreat. So many different subjects we have been added, because now there is more demand, so definitely the supplies in the better way. Is it right? Because we don't want to put you every time into same shoes, otherwise you will get stuck somewhere. So even we are also progressing, we are also getting evolved with your demand. We are putting in our mind what is new, what is new. We are doing our own psychic surgery, we are doing our past life regression therapy on ourselves. Even my team members also who are in India, I keep on performing the regression on them, so that something new comes out of them and they can deliver to people like you who are very keen to learn new things. Is it okay? So thank you very much for your valuable time and energy. God bless you.